Hi, I'm Juanita Diaz from tributemagazine.co.uk. I'm here tonight at the glorious Theatre Royal Windsor with one of the cast from Bacharach, Martin Neely.
Hello.
Hi. Can you please tell me a little bit of background information on the artist you're honouring tonight?
The show is called Back to Bacharach, so obviously we're honouring Burt Bacharach, who unfortunately passed away this year in February. And so we do a concert of his music, how it was originally performed, but not doing an impersonation. So the original arrangements, so we pay tribute to people like Perry Como and Tom Jones and Cilla Black and all those, Dionne Warwick and all those guys. And we do the original arrangements, so it's how you would remember them if you were growing up with that music. So we're not changing those. And then we put our own little spin on it, however we want to sing it. But it's very reminiscent of how they were originally performed.
Do you find that quite difficult, considering the artist you're making tribute to isn't actually the front person?
No, not at all. It actually gives us loads of opportunity to create some amazing music, because there were so many different artists that sang his music that you've got so many different styles that you have to sort of change to. So you've got Story of My Life, which is kind of a westerny kind of drawl to it. It's a bit ding 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 ding. So and then you've got all the way up to into 24 Hours from Tulsa, and then into the 80s as well with Arthur's theme.
I love that song.
Yeah, so because his music spans so many decades, he changed with the times as well. So the music changed, so we have to change and sing in those styles as well, which is great.
What do you hope the audience would take away from your performance?
I think it's a trip down memory lane for a lot of people. A lot of people grew up with this music, so it's what they take away with it is some memories, I think, and some nostalgia and some great music. I mean, and to hear the live band, we've got an 8-piece band, which is fantastic, and horn section. So to have that live music on stage, you don't get very often because, well, for one thing, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And the other thing, people can't afford to put that all together. So to get that sound, how it was originally done, is important to have those guys together. So yeah, it's getting that original sound together, and I think that will have an amazing time, a nostalgic trip, basically.
Yeah, well, I just heard a little bit in soundcheck, and I have to say it's absolutely amazing, and it does sound really big and full. But like you said, you've got all the people on the stage, and that's how you're getting. Yeah, it's definitely important. Can you tell me anything that stands out on any performance that really is most enjoyable to you?
Any one particular performance of this?
Well,
there was a moment in St David's Hall in Wales, because Gene Pitney, his last performance was at St David's Hall, and so I get to sing 24 Hours from Tulsa, which was one of his songs. Yeah. So the last time Gene Pitney sang that song was at St David's Hall, and no doubt probably the next person to sing it on that stage was me. That was... I'd sung it there once and not known this, and then when we went back, someone told me, and I was like, oh. So when I came to sing it that time, it just changed everything.
Did it make you feel more nervous?
Yeah, it was. I felt a real sort of responsibility then.
Yeah.
And it gave it a real excitement for me. It was brilliant, and so we've been there since then, and I've done it. So I've sung it again on that stage, and so yeah. So when he sang that, he literally went back to his hotel and he passed away that evening. Oh. So it was that quick. So
how does that make you feel when you do perform a song, knowing that that artist is no longer here?
Again, it's a responsibility, and it's a pleasure to be able to sing those songs that someone else has made famous. And they're just such good. It's just such good music. They're so good. The songs. They're so well written. The construction of them musically are fantastic. It's not simple. It sounds, if you listen to it, it sort of comes under the easy listening bracket. But it is not easy playing. There's so many bars that are thrown in that are not just 4/4, and
loads of key changes. As well.
There's a couple of key changes here and there, and the lyrics are fantastic. But as a musician playing it, they have to really keep on the ball and watch what they're doing, because you can easily lose your way in it. And as a vocalist, it's really enjoyable to have such complex music at times, and also make it sound as easy as you can.
What is your favourite?
My favourite is Arthur's theme.
Yeah.
Because I remember it from my childhood. I remember it from the film with Dudley Moore.
And you can relate to it more.
I just love it. As a kid, I remember wanting to sing it or singing it, wherever I was. So I remember singing that then. And so then to be able to grow up and then sing it on the stage in front of a live audience with an amazing band as well.
Do you have any rituals before you go on stage? Is there anything you like to do to settle the nerves?
No, I try to avoid that. Because if I get into a habit of doing one thing, if I'm not able to do that one thing one night, well, then it will be in my head that I haven't done it, and then it will ruin the thing. So I've always tried not to have a routine.
Can you tell me a little bit about your previous stuff you've done? Because somebody told me around the grapevine that you've actually done a short film. Yeah,
actually, I have. It's actually in festivals at the moment. It's being shown in Milan, and it's been chosen, official selection for Milan and the British International Film Festival and Athens, and a few other places as well. So it's a sci-fi film that I wrote during lockdown, and then we filmed it at the end of lockdown, and then I edited it and put it all together for that. So that's a little short film. It's a 10-minute short film, but a sci-fi film that I did. But previous to that, I was doing musical theatre for 20 years as well.
Oh. So same?
Yeah, sure. So I did 2 years in Les Miserables. So I was in the 24th and 25th cast of Les Miserables in London. I did the O2 concert as well. I was on tour with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Mary Poppins. I was in Taboo with Boy George. What else? Whistle Down the Wind tour. There's quite a few different things.
How did you actually get into this profession?
My first sort of avenue into it was my family have always sung. My dad's a tenor, my mum's a soprano, not professionally, but they always sang in church choirs and things. So I always sang as a kid, and then at school we were doing a production of The Tempest, and they wanted a soprano to sing the Ariel stuff, to play Ariel. So I played Ariel at the age of 13 and sang Where the Bee Sucks and Full Fun and Fire and all that stuff.
You've got a big range though, because I could hear in soundcheck you've got a amazing
Well, at 13 years old, I was boy soprano. So I was like, well, the bee sucks. So that's what I mean. So I did that, and then that pushed me into drama. And then from there, I went and did a BTEC in Performing Arts, and from that, I went and did a degree in Performing Arts in Hertfordshire University. And then from that, went into the business, and my first job was in the Isle of Man as one of the brothers in Joseph.
Wow. So you're very experienced then.
That was a long time. That was 1997, so yes.
Wow, but fantastic.
26 years ago.
So does that help you in this performance, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first sort of show that I've done that I haven't been playing a character in a sense, because I'm kind of just an extension of myself. So when I first started this, I had to sort of learn how to be me on stage rather than be a character on stage. But then also when I'm singing the songs, brings some humanity and some storytelling with that as well. So that experience of being an actor who sings comes into play when I sing these songs as well, because they're always telling stories.
Well, thank you very much for your time, because I know that you've got a show to be getting on with.
It's true.
Absolutely can't wait to see it, and see you soon.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Well, that was a fantastic interview with Martin Neely. And don't forget to subscribe to us and visit us at tribute-magazine.co.uk. And I'm looking forward to the show tonight.
Don't forget, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button for all the latest videos, competitions, tour dates and much, much more.